In our society today, why do we value the low art more than the high art? In the Elizabethan era, plays, especially Shakespearean plays, were a popular form of entertainment. The theater was for public amusement and became integral in the social lives of Elizabethans. Now, when we think of Shakespearean plays, we would classify this as high art. Why are low arts, such as popular movies, book, and reality television shows, the norm in our society today? John Stuart Mill is the philosopher who came up with the idea of higher and lower pleasures. Mill believes that higher pleasures are of a different quality than lower ones. To distinguish between the two pleasures, Mill said, "Of two pleasures, if there be one to which all or almost all who have experience of both give a decided preference, irrespective of any feeling or moral obligation to prefer it, this is the most desirable pleasure." He also said, "It is better to be a human being dissatisfied than a pig satisfied." In our society today, if we tested Mill's statement, the majority of people would prefer a low art over a high art. In reply to this, Mill would say that the higher faculties deal with higher pleasures, and the higher faculties are the ones that are able to judge between low and high arts. This is what makes them a higher pleasure. This implies that serious art engages aspects of the mind that lighter art does not address or even attempt to. Mill claims that we would never be satisfied if we left these higher pleasures uncultivated. Capacity for the nobler feelings is in most natures a very tender plant, easily killed not only by hostile influence but by more want of sustenance. Men lose their high aspirations as they lose their intellectual tastes, because they have no time or opportunity for indulging them. They addict themselves to inferior pleasures, not because they deliberately prefer them, but because they are either the only ones to which they have access, or the only ones which they are capable of enjoying. This quote seems to hold true in our society today. I believe that low art has become so popular in our society because it does not take the mental capacity and highly engaged mind that high art seems to take. Mill may be right in saying that our society has turned to these low pleasures because we no longer have the capacity for the high ones, such as paintings and sculptures you would see in an art gallery. Also, with low art such as popular movies, Twilight, popular books, Eat, Pray, Love, and popular music, Britney Spears, there is huge revenue. We like these things because they mindlessly entertain us, and the industry loves it because they can make millions of dollars. The reason why high art is still around and why we do value it is because, like Mill says, it allows us to engage in aspects of the mind that lower pleasures do not. As well, because high art deals with the higher faculties, it is not as popular as low art. Because it is not mainstream, I believe our society values it more. We think it is special to go to the art gallery or to the museum. We feel like we're widening our horizons when we look at high art. Although we may put more importance on low art because of its entertainment value and popularity, high art is still valued because it furthers our understanding while having an irreplaceable position in our society.